they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action with Jackson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 32.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Saints nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
Michael Thomas.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He may try and run, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Will Lutz to kick
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New Orleans.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
49-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Saints.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Saints.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 11. That's complete. Okuebunam. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adam Troutman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Complete. Intended for DJ Moore. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
You. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 13. Check back 33.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again with Lindsey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
28-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because...
Touchdown of the New Orleans Saints. Put 6 up on the board.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Saints 21, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This is Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the 44, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Second and 4. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Matabike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take.
Saints.
So this